Oh no, that's brutal.
And my
And Rob Doster and Jeff Goodman and Matt Norlander have all said what they say is correct. So Jack and Jacob, people don't like bad news. They don't. But sometimes the bad news is needed to be heard. And with that, who's next?
Let's go to Jordan.
Jordan, go ahead, Jordan.
Hey, how we doing this morning, guys?
Doing good.
This is actually a pretty good segue. I was at the game Tuesday night, and I have a pretty funny story about Mitch Barnhart.
Go for it.
We were sitting in section 33, like row 3, right behind the Kentucky bench. And me and my buddy, we've always wanted these seats, and we finally got them. And, Mitch just stands in that corner the whole game. So we're there in pregame warm-up, hanging out, having a good time. And there's this woman and her son that's sitting right in front of us. And she looks at Mitch, and she's like, hey, excuse me, would you mind taking a picture with us? And he was like, yeah, sure. So he takes the phone and, flips it around to take a selfie. And she goes, no. I mean, can you just take a picture of me and my son?
Oh, no. That's brutal.
My face was just like
she didn't know who he was. Yeah, that's.
Well, I talked to her. I'm like, did you know who that was? And she goes, no. I'm like, well, that's the athletic director.
That's funny though. I've had that happen a couple times with me. To be fair, I appreciate the call where somebody said, "Can you take a picture?" And I thought they meant with me, and they just literally meant for me to take the picture. My favorite story about that is in the Bahamas with Jay Billis when my friend Turkey Hunter and hubby decided to screw with Jay Billis, and they went up to him and said, "Will you take a picture?" Handed him the phone, and then just stood there, not posing with him. But Jay Billis was quick on his feet.
Yep.
Rather than take a picture of Hubby and Moore, he just took a picture of his own face and handed it back to him, which I thought was a good response. He realized they were screwing with him, and then he just did it back to him, which I like that.
I remember that move they did. I actually felt some anxiety for Mitch in that situation. That's got to be so wrong. Also, maybe you can be out there so people know who you are.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Who's next?
What a hit to the ego.
No kidding.
Chiwu, go ahead.
Hey,
Chiwu.
Hey.
Go ahead.
So first of all, with the Bears, they're going to stay in the they're going to go to Arlington Heights. Why do you think? Okay, if you replace all the Chicago Bears, so if you replace Swift and DJ, what would you get, and how much better would you be without them? Those are key players. Why do the Chicago Bears always do that? Anyway,
Well, I mean, you and I can have a Bears talk off air. I don't know that the fans break down the Bears roster, but go ahead.
Okay, so University of Kentucky basketball, and look, we got big man. We keep guards are guards, yes, scores are scores, but every game that we play where we get beat and hammered, their big guys beat our big guys. I mean, our big guys too. They're skilled players. They play hard, but they're soft. The scripts bottle time.
Listen, I appreciate the call, G Wood. I do think they're soft sometimes, but then sometimes I don't. But there are games where they play soft. Mo is not soft, but I do think sometimes Malachi needs to be a little stronger and tougher, and Garrison and Yelovich have been soft for sure.
I feel like Malachi has turned a corner a little bit on that. The last 3 games for him was a gauntlet of Tennessee, Florida, and then SoFTO. That's about as nasty as you're going to see in the SEC, even though they lost 2 of those games. I did think he was a little more physical than he had been. He tried to dunk that ball at Florida that sent Goose going crazy on the radio. But hopefully that continues moving forward when maybe the competition isn't as tough as those guys they just went through.
The Florida front court better than probably most front courts in the whole country. Our big guys did fairly well against them. That's not what beat us. The backcourt beat us.
But I do think the front courts hurt us against Georgia some with SoFTO. Here's the reality in Kentucky: if people can't afford child care or a place to live, they can't take jobs, etc. Housing, child care is important, and it's not political talking points. It's a workforce problem. We're asking legislators in Franklin to fix the basics, child care and housing, so Kentucky's workforce can actually work. Visit Opportunity Starts Here to add your name to the Kentucky Chamber's request. We'll take a break and be right back. It's Kentucky Sports Radio.
This month, iHeartRadio is celebrating the stars of the 2026 Winter Games. A legend from Sun Valley, Idaho, Hillary Knight is the ultimate captain of Team USA. Entering her record-breaking 5th Olympic Games, the veteran forward continues to be a scoring machine and physical force on the ice. With a resume already packed with gold and silver, she leads a hungry squad into Milano Cortina. Knight laces up her skates with 1 goal in mind, bringing the gold medal back home. For more Winter Games gold, search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app.
That's the sound of a tree in Tennessee's Great Smoky Mountains, releasing volatile organic compounds. Which is just a fancy way of saying it's creating fire. And that makes the Smokies smoky. This is one of many sounds in Tennessee with a story to tell. To hear them in person, plan your trip at tnvacation.com. Tennessee sounds perfect.
Yeah, this is the one I was talking about, Shannon.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you said that wasn't it.
I
That's
didn't
what
say
it,
it. I said no. I said that's it.
Yeah.
Now I recognize what you were doing.
Dun, 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 dun,
Uh-huh.
dun, dun.
Who is this?
Queens of the Stone Age. Yeah. 859-280-2287. One person writes, Matt, what about Prince Andrew being arrested? Well, it's good to see one country is taking that seriously.
We have a
I'm
lot,
being
right?
serious. They just arrested the king's brother in England.
On his birthday.
And our attorney general and FBI director says we're not doing any more investigating. It's ridiculous. That should go across. That should go across part. Everyone should agree with that. And anyone that doesn't, I don't understand. I don't understand how you can't think. Like, I was wrong on those files. I thought like it won't be as big as people. I was wrong. Like there's a ton. Every day, more things come out. Like every day. And the idea that you wouldn't go look. I mean, they just arrested in England the king's brother. The king's brother. And like most of the people in there are still doing their job, jobs. And I'm shocked. And I'm shocked that the people who for years demanded that people do have stopped. I don't get it.
Put the dials up.
But I mean, I credit. Yeah, and the Attorney General gets up there and goes, how are you not talking about the Dow being up? Well, I mean,
Hasn't really thought about it.
yeah, that's definitely on point to this issue. But you know, a lot of things have happened in the last couple of years that I wouldn't have thought happened. One person writes, Matt, are you all going to see Wuthering Heights? Brian, I'll let you answer that. Are you going to go see Wednesday? Apparently, a very hot thriller, romantic Margot Robbie.
I heard it's very hot, very steamy. I will only go if
Even seems don't say something.
It's for lovers, right?
Yeah.
it's enough.
Yeah, baby.
I will only go if Yogi Girl makes me go.
Yeah. Apparently they have like what I read is the thing is it's like very hot, sex scenes, but everyone keeps their clothes on.
Oh, how's that interesting?
Which is interesting. I don't know. I
didn't learn it that way.
What do you mean? You learned Wuthering Heights?
No, we don't want to know Brian's next statement.
Yeah, I mean, you read Wuthering Heights and like
He's not talking about
No.
Okay.
We got
all
cut him off.
right, that's good. Who's next? See, that was going to be a good conversation.
Yeah.
You ruined.
You saw where he was going.
I can't even talk about Emily Bronte with this person. Go ahead. Charlene, how are you, Charlene?
Hi, doing fine, thank you, man. The reason I'm talking about NIL has introduced an element into college basketball that competes with something Mark Pope holds very sacred, which is the lure of playing with Kentucky basketball. And now that has diminished, the value brought to college basketball.
Well, he's got to get over that. No, Charlotte. He's got to get over it.
483.
And I disagree with you that I disagree with you that it's diminished it, because here's my question. If it's diminished it so much, why are Duke, Carolina, and Kansas getting these guys? Clearly there's value to being a power program. Duke, Carolina, and Kansas are getting these guys. We're not. We are the
That
only...
is a good counterpoint, but maybe Mark Pope is relying.
Well, get over it, Mark Pope. If Mark Pope,
I
get
agree
over
with that,
it.
too.
Get over it, Mark. I
It
mean,
is.
if
It's about
that's
the almighty dollar, too.
if
Gotta
that's
do it.
what it is, and I don't know if it is or not, but if we're not getting players because Mark Pope is still selling the jersey in a time that doesn't work, then he needs to do something else. You know, I mean, I may have been the best ever CD seller, and I held sacred the values of selling CDs. But the moment it went to digital music, then I need to change those values to the digital era, or I will be left behind. You know, to put it a different way, and I appreciate the call, Charlotte.
Right.
There was a time that basketball wasn't integrated.
16.53.
And Adolph Rupp and Bear Bryant were legends when basketball wasn't integrated. And then it was. And you either adapt or you do not. And then you go, and then there was a time where television wasn't a part of watching sports. And then it was. And you can sit there and act like it's not going to be the way it was. You have to adapt. Kentucky, on issues of race, we took too long, both morally and then on the court. We suffered for that. Tennessee took too long to address the television, like the modern television era, in Nebraska, and they've suffered for that in football, right? So it is now up to us to decide in this next era of basketball, are we going to be a blue blood or not? We have a decision to make. And if we are making structural decisions that make that not happen, whether it's asking players to sign contracts no one else is asking, having a coach selling something that these players don't want anymore,
18.57.
we have a decision. Do we want to be part of the future or do we not? Right? Do we want to be Blockbuster Video? I mean, think about Netflix. Netflix's business model when it first opened was what, Ryan?
You send something in the mail.
They sent you stuff in the mail, and that's what worked. And then all of a sudden, streaming came, and Netflix had a decision to make. Are we still going to be the mail company? Or are we going to be the streaming company? And they became the streaming company, and now they're the biggest thing in the world. We have that decision to make, too.
Yeah, and in that story Jacob and Jack did, someone was quoted in recruitment saying exactly all that. It even says, I don't care where my kid's going. Are you going to do what you told me you would do? Like, it even says, Pope was way too emotional in things. I assume talking about, the jersey. It's like, at the end of the day, what is he getting, and are you going to follow through with your end of the deal, wherever that school is?
So, yeah, that may not be how it was with Mark, and I understand. And you might think black and white television was better than color television, but it ain't going back. So, do you want to be part of it, Ryan, or not?
I think there's some truth in what you were saying, and I think they better get it fixed quickly. If everybody else has figured it out, why is it taking us so long to figure it out?
That's what annoys me. It's not. It doesn't annoy me that like BYU has all this money and now they're involved or whatever. It annoys me that our fellow blue blood programs, and the blue bloods right now, in my opinion, are Kansas, Duke, North Carolina, and UConn, and us. Those four have figured it out. Why haven't we?
That's the question.
That's it. That's it. End of story. We'll take a break. Be right back. Stay us on.
TJ Smith, personal injury attorney. Call TJ. He'll make them pay.
Now, more of Kentucky Sports Radio presented by Stockton Mortgage. Here's Matt Jones.
Welcome back. It is Kentucky Sports Radio, 859-280-2287. Text machine is 772-774-5254. You got to be sad. Did you see that Coliseum Plaza, where everybody that's ever gone to UK has probably done something in, has been sold to the university?
Oh, I didn't know this.
So that
El Mariachi,
so
Ryan.
El Mariachi.
Really?
But the one thing that's been there forever was that liquor store.
Yes. Yep.
Almost everybody that went to UK, probably the first time you bought alcohol was at that liquor store right there on the corner of it. You're smiling. Am I wrong about that? See, you know I'm right. That liquor store, that has been sold in the UK. I have to think when I saw that was being sold, that will be part of some sort of future practice facility, dorm for sports. I mean, it's so close to Memorial Coliseum. I've got to think that is for some sort of future thing having to do with UK.
You know, you hear the buzz that maybe they're going to have to build another lodge. Maybe they build a new lodge and tear the old one down, build something on that side of it.
Yeah,
it's
they're
all
using
right there.
all that stuff there. They said basically UK said they would let whoever's there finish their lease, but it looked like it might be it for all those things.
Yeah, the liquor store. I mean, Lana's closed recently, but that was an iconic spot for UK.
No,
I mean,
not there.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I listen to those that are on down. But I mean, they're the places that have been in that spot. Some have closed in the last couple of years. But that is an iconic little, I guess, shopping spot you call it.
More liquor store's been there for how
As long as I've been in town, I've been there.
I mean, that liquor store's been there since I was in college. I mean, so.
There's always been like a little taco shop, Mexican shop, or something there forever. Pizza.
So
I think there's a place called Bangkok House there now that students love. I've not been, but it seems popular.
Yeah. So that's going to go away, and I do think that's ultimately probably for some sort of athletic.
The Herald Leader pointed out this morning that could also be they've had that entertainment, retail, dining thing they're considering.
Yeah, but that's not close to the football stadium. I mean, if the goal of the retail thing is to get people to the football stadium, that's far away. I mean, that's farther away than KS Bar. That's way far away. So that might be what they want to do, but that wouldn't seem to
be a tough spot because
that'd be a tough spot.
That place is known for like people can't get here. Even El Mariachi, we know them well. Like they struggle getting people that aren't foot traffic
because you can't park.
Yeah, it's a horrible spot to try to park.
There's nowhere to park, so I wouldn't think that'd be where that is, but maybe. Did you? There are people who say yesterday, Ryan, it was the most exciting day of hockey in the history of the sport. 4 quarterfinal games, 3 of which came down to the last second. USA and Canada both on the verge of defeat. Both win in exciting fashion. Did you watch any of it?
I just saw the highlights only. So now I don't know the brackets. Do they face each other, United States and Canada?
The U.S. plays Slovakia, and Canada plays Finland. So the USA and Canada are still favorites. Those teams are good. Both those teams have a lot of people in the NHL. My Carolina Hurricanes have like 6 people from Finland on their team. So
didn't some big-time player get hurt from Canada?
Sidney Crosby.
That's right.
The biggest-time player. But he says he'll be back.
Oh, okay.
But did you see they both games they won on 3-on-3? Remember I've talked about how when they go to overtime they do a 3-on-3. Both teams won in 3-on-3.
Maybe other schools, other sports should follow the same path. Yeah. That sort of thing.
Canada plays Villanova in the next round of the tournament. But
16.907. .477. .148. That was your fastest lap of the session. .388. 19.675. .407.